One of the greatest things about growing up in Norwood was that no matter the season, there was always a sport to play. As I grew older, hockey became the center of my life. On January 23rd, 2010, all of that changed in the blink of an eye. I jumped the boards, and as I raced down for the puck, I grabbed it at the face-off dot, bounced off the boards, came back to my feet. At the same time I looked down, I felt the player converge on me. I was bumped. I ended up losing my footing, went headfirst into the boards. And then everything went crazy from there.
The first weeks are a little bit of a blur. He was, as many people know, really sick at first. As weeks went on, it just became a norm. We went down to Shepherd Center down in Atlanta, where we learned what we needed to do to help him learn to be in the chair.
It was a big decision, and the reason we chose Atlanta was that they had a very strong adolescent population, so kids who had suffered spinal cord injuries but were between the ages of 13 and 18. So I think the decision to go down there was a pretty brave one by Matt, because it's a long way from home, and you have a support system at home and in Boston. You were seeing the Bruins and kids from BC and BU hockey and all his friends and family members, and it was constant, right? Now you're going 1,500 miles away from home, and that's a little nerve-wracking.
The first year after the injury, I learned a lot. I learned about myself, learned about what it was like to be in a chair. And one of the things that we always talked about was that being in the chair now did not mean I'm going to be in it forever. But I had to learn how to live in it for the future. There were some dark moments. I won't sugarcoat it. I asked why a lot. Why me? What did I do to deserve this? But then seeing, the family, my friends and the community rally behind my back, I really made it a point, that together we're gonna get through this.
It was definitely a lot of kind of creating a new normal for us. He definitely took on the role that he was given and turned it into something so great. He kind of became this image for our town of inspiration and perseverance, and he really tried to take what could have been what somebody considered like a life sentence and turned it into something that he wasn't going to let it stop him. And he ended up graduating high school, going to college, living away, and creating a life for himself.
When I was on the ice that night, I crossed a lot of things off my list, and going to college was one of them. But senior year, when my friends were talking about going, I said, why not me? What's going to hold me back?
When it came time to go to college, I think there was, again, we kind of hit this area of unknown. Didn't know how we were going to do this, but Matt said he wanted to go, and he applied to Stonehill. When Stonehill accepted him, he said, I want to live there. And I said, okay, and not sure how we're going to do that, but okay.
Stonehill opened up their arms. They said, anything you need, we'll get it done. And 4 years later, I graduated, and I was it's probably one of my proudest moments of myself is graduating. I met some of the most amazing friends there. It was a special 4 years.
I'll tell you, it was a very proud moment on the day of graduation, to watch him go up and get his diploma. They had started a Matt Brown scholarship. The graduating class had made that gift to the following classes, and a standing ovation from all that were in attendance. And I think everybody realized that it's tough enough going through 4 years of school, fully functional, but to do it with, a broken neck and in a wheelchair, it takes some guts to stick it out and to keep your head down and keep moving forward, and he certainly did that.
I've been so fortunate with what we have received. This injury is not cheap, and these people have, taken their time, their money to help me really get to where I am today. And throughout this journey, I've seen people who haven't been as fortunate. And it breaks my heart because I know what it means. I know what it means to be on the receiving end of something so special. So if I can be there for, one kid, 10 kids, 10 families, that's going to be so rewarding in the end. And that's all I want to do is help.
What he tries to do is find people who are in his same situation that don't always have the means to get the care that they need. My dad is in touch with people, he's in touch with people that they're trying to reach out to and figure out the resources they need to live the same type of life that he's living. And I mean, just for becoming kind of an image for our town and going and speaking to younger kids and showing them that if they set their mind to something, they can achieve it. And I think he's going to continue to do that. And I think it kind of gives him the sense of purpose that what happened to him was so bad, but he can turn it around and change other people's lives with it.
I wanted to write the book for two reasons. The first is that what it does, it goes back and it gives those people that have been so close and have raised so much money and have helped me throughout so much, it gives them a little peek behind the curtain of what I was going through in those early years, in the years after, in the years that followed. And it brings everyone full circle. They saw one half of it, this kind of gives them the other half.
I'm sure it's a little nerve-wracking for him, when you're sharing a lot of your innermost thoughts with, hopefully thousands of people who will read the book. But for him, I think it's a great experience to get it on the page and to tell his story.
But I also think he has a message for a lot of people out there that, life can knock you down, but you can get back up again. It may not be the same, but you just have to continue to find a way to push forward.
This book is a chance for people to maybe learn more about something that not everybody talks about. It's kind of this, elephant in the room sometimes of, what it's like and what he really goes through. And I think it's going to show the sides of him that aren't always so great, that people, at the end of the day, my family goes home to it every single night still. For other people, they've kind of moved past it. And I think it's just kind of showing that, yeah, things still are hard, but through all of that, he's going to push and do amazing things.
I want people to read this and for them to realize that life goes on. Adversity happens and everyone has it in them to overcome it. I decided to do the Kickstarter because it will allow the reader to purchase a book at a reduced rate, and it will also help fray the cost of the project and allow everything to come full circle in the end.
Hi, I'm Mike Brown and I support this project.
I'm Kelly Brown and I support this project.
I'm Sue Brown. I support this project.
I'm Matt Brown and I hope you support this project.